Hello, guys, and welcome to Glide.
where we simplify your education abroad.
So, today your Sanjita ma'am has decided to act as a student and she will be asking all the questions related to Duolingo, embassy visa, and all the things that are coming into her head related to whatever the situation is right now. So, we decided that why not record a video and post it for you guys so that all the queries that you have automatically get addressed. Okay. So, all right, Sanjita, all yours.
So, one of the most commonly asked questions is why should I take the Duolingo test? So why should I do that?
All right. So, Sanjita, I will answer this question in a very simple way. You want to study abroad, right?
Hmm.
When you want to study abroad, obviously you want an admission from a college or a university, right? And now, when you have to take an admission or get an admission from a college or a university, you have to prove your English proficiency to them. Okay. If the IELTS test is not happening right now, then Duolingo is an alternative to prove your English proficiency to the colleges or the universities to get an admission letter. So
All
without
right.
an admission letter, if you are worrying about other things, then you are just on the wrong track. If you want to study abroad and you don't have an admission, then you're not going to study abroad. As simple as that. All right. So to cut it short, to get an admission in the college or the university of your choice, you need to take the Duolingo test. All right.
But I've heard that it's only accepted by some thousand universities and colleges. Is that true?
Yes, it is true. It is being accepted by limited colleges and universities. But let me tell you another thing that if you go on the official Duolingo website, they don't have
Hmm.
all the colleges and the universities. As of now, in my experience, almost any college and any university is accepting Duolingo. Still, if you
Oh,
want to confirm that, you can comment down the name of the college or university in the comment box or get in touch with us and we will confirm it for you.
okay, that's nice. All right, sir. So, my next question is something that has been bothering me for quite a long time now. Is the Canadian Embassy going to accept the Duolingo test?
Okay, so the billion dollar question, I must say, a lot of people who are watching this video want to hear my answer, right? Well, to be very honest, if I actually tell you, if I say that the Canadian embassy is going to accept Duolingo, well, I am wrong. If I say that the Canadian embassy is not going to accept Duolingo, yet again, I am wrong. As of now, I don't think that a single application has gone to the embassy with Duolingo and because of the ongoing situation. But I want to say one thing that to maintain the social distancing norms, it is very difficult to conduct IELTS. You never know if they find out a way that they are making the students sit at a very large distance or something of that sort. But as of now, the IELTS test is not happening. And if it doesn't happen till the visa deadlines approach, then the Canadian embassy has no other option but to accept the Duolingo test, right? They are not going to give up on billions of dollars of revenue that the international students take there. Okay. So the main point yet again is that what's the harm in taking Duolingo? It is getting you an offer letter. It is helping you. It is giving you that hope that, okay, if IELTS doesn't happen, at least you will be able to apply for the visa. Okay. If you are just waiting for IELTS and IELTS doesn't happen, then you're not having an offer letter. You're not even in the race of applying for a visa. I hope that makes it clear.
So you're trying to say that the lockdown situation has made it difficult for us to take the IELTS test and it's impossible to take it. Therefore, the better alternative for us is the Duolingo test, and we should take it. And let's hope for the best that the embassy starts accepting it.
Very good, Sanjita. You are a very good student.
All right. Then, so what's the point of taking the Duolingo test if I ultimately have to take the IELTS academic and prepare for it all over again? So it's like wasting time and money all over again. So it's like paying the fees twice and also spending double amount of time for the preparation for both of the tests.
Okay. So as I just mentioned, Sanjita, it is important to understand that forget the visa for a while. Okay. Visa
Mhm.
is the second step. The first step is an admission. If you don't have an admission, forget the visa, right? Then what are you applying? What are you going to apply for when you go to the embassy, right? You need to have an admission. If you don't have an admission and you keep waiting for the IELTS test to happen, then Sanjita, I want to tell you about something. A lot of people were planning to leave for Canada in May of 2020. Okay, but because of the lockdown, the flights are not operational, and obviously it is not safe to travel. All of these guys deferred their college admits from May to September. What happened is that all the colleges got quickly filled because of this, right? The seats got full because the May people have deferred, and September intake happens to be the biggest intake. Now the people who wanted to go in September are planning for January. Okay, so end of the day, they all want to take the IELTS test, right? They are all, you all are basically fighting for the same number of seats. So if you are someone who is waiting that, okay, IELTS will happen, I will take it, then I will wait those 13 days and get my result, and then I will apply for my offer letter. Well, let
I'll
me
be
tell you
too
one,
late.
you will be too late. Okay, then by that time you will not be getting any good college of your choice. If you want to study at any ABC XYZ community college or something, it's your choice, not my suggestion to you. But otherwise, if you want to go for a good college, then obviously the seats will be full. Okay, now you're talking about double money, double efforts, right? If your plan is to study abroad, right, then this is a life changing decision. Don't you think that $50 that sums up to 3,400 rupees, right? 3,400, 3,500 rupees, and a 1 hour test for which you genuinely don't need to prepare for more than 5 or 6 hours. It's such a simple test as compared to IELTS. It is one of the easiest tests that I have seen. Okay, you don't need to put any extra effort. Just watch our videos, just practice as I'm telling you, just practice as you are telling yourself in the videos, and that is going to be enough, right? So there's no pain in taking this simple test and keeping your plan on track. Otherwise you're late, as simple as that.
So technically, if I'm targeting the September intake or maybe the January intake, in that case, Duolingo is a must, definitely,
Yes.
because there's no point of waiting for the IELTS test to be conducted again, because you never know whether the lockdown is going to be extended any further or is it going to open anytime soon. So we are not sure about the situation. So it's better that we secure our admit at least, and then following that, let's keep our fingers crossed. Probably we get the visa. I mean, they accept the Duolingo test for the visa process as well. And if not, as soon as the lockdown ends, we can take the IELTS test. So
You
basically, we should be strategically preparing for both the things, because ultimately it's an English test. So even though both have different types of questions, but the core concept and the subject remains the same. So more or less, when you're preparing for one, you're kind of preparing for the other one as well.
absolutely, absolutely. So as I was also explaining in my writing videos, the parameters are the same for writing as well as for writing in
More or less the same thing.
the same. Yeah.
Should I take any classes for this test? Because there is not a lot of material available online. As in case of the IELTS test, there's plethora of material floating around on the internet. But when it comes to the Duolingo test, there's barely anything. And even their site has 3 practice tests, and they keep repeating those tests itself.
Okay.
So what should be done, and what should be the strategy for the preparation?
All right. To be very honest, if you look at the questions that Duolingo is asking, I think that the only technicality is related to the writing questions and the speaking ones, right? Otherwise,
Mhm.
the questions are quite simple. You have to identify a word. Now,
Mm.
how can anyone help you prepare for that? Just tell me
True.
nothing, Sanjita. How can anyone help you prepare? I don't know why are people running paid courses for Duolingo. I really don't know what is the relevance of that. But how can I help you identify words? I can't teach you those millions of words of vocabulary in a
Yeah,
month,
it's
right?
vast.
Right? It's so vast. And there are no tricks that are working there. They are simply checking your basics of vocabulary,
Vocabulary.
and they are not giving you words that are Shakespearean in their nature. When I say
Yeah,
Shakespeare, like they're not very complicated.
complicated.
They're very simple words, right? So for them it's quite simple. And if you like, there are many students who are saying that, sir, I am facing a problem practicing completing the missing text. Listen to me, you listen to me, just come here and listen to me. Okay, if you're not getting enough material to practice completing missing text, pick up the newspaper in the morning, ask your younger brother or younger sister to cut the last 3 characters or the first 2 characters randomly of a paragraph, sit down and start attempting that.
I see.
Can it be made more simpler than that, right? So what you
Right.
need to do, just pick up the newspaper, take a paragraph, ask your mother, your father, anyone you have, okay? Obviously, don't do it yourself, and cut the last three characters of words randomly, second correct two characters of words, one character, just like that. Practice as much as you want. Out of a newspaper, you will get 40 practice tests, right?
Mhm.
हिंदुस्तानी हो यार, जुगाड़ करना सीखो. अगर नहीं अवेलेबल, राइट? अगर हिंदुस्तानी हो, जुगाड़ करना नहीं आता, how are you going to be successful when you go to Canada or some other place? Okay, all right. So next.
So, okay, so basically the thing is that they're kind of checking your English that you have imbibed throughout your school life and college life. So nobody can help you in learning some 100, 500 new words. And even if we help you and give you that list of 500 words, chances are that you will not be able to remember those. And even greater chances are that none of the words would be asked from that list, because you
Exactly.
never know, the list is so vast. And
There are billions of words in the English vocabulary. Even if you remember 500 words, then like what's the guarantee that you will get if you will be
yeah,
getting those
so
words?
you just have to estimate, take an educated guess whether you have heard that word somewhere, whether you have seen that word somewhere in a novel, in a magazine, in a newspaper, or maybe as the headline in some news channel. If so, then just mark it. But one thing that you should be sure about before you do that is the spelling. So just ensure that the spelling is also correct before you mark it, because sometimes they would, kind of tweak the spellings just to confuse you. Otherwise, the word is correct, you've heard of it, but they'll change the spellings, and that's how they would trick you. So ensure that these things are taken care of. Apart from that, when it comes to writing and speaking, we are regularly uploading videos and you can watch them. And yet again, there's no guarantee for anything. You can apply the same things that you have learned for your IELTS academic in your Duolingo test, and more or less everything will be sorted.
And as far as writing and speaking, as I was talking, is concerned, I have given you two videos for writing for the two types of writing questions. To be very honest, I've picked up a spoon, right, and put it in your mouth. I've actually spoon fed everything to you. Just follow the same structure as it is. Okay, you're going to get a good score. Don't worry about that. As far as speaking is concerned, I am working on that. Give me one day. Most likely, I will be posting that. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. So after that, you guys are ready to take the Duolingo test. Okay, just now you know how to practice complete the missing text. There is no way you can practice identify words. There's no way you can do that. For listening, just watch, maybe just listen to good podcasts. Download this app known as Spotify. There are good podcasts there in the English language. Listen to them, right? Let your brain hear a lot of words so that
Process.
you are able to identify them. Okay, that is how you score well in a test, right? That is how you score well in a proficiency test. If it was a test of biology, we would have taught you biology, right? But here it is a test of your English skills, English proficiency. You can't just go about maybe preparing for a month and expect that I will get 130. No. Okay, you have to just work on your basics, and I have told you how you can do that. All right, Sanjita, next question.
So can I apply online through Glide?
Okay, so Sanjita, one of my friends who works as a doctor in GMCH 32 Chandigarh, basically it is a government hospital in Sector 32 Chandigarh. I was surprised to see that they guys are offering telemedicine nowadays.
Mhm.
So one of someone I know was ill, and they basically have telemedicine contact to doctors in the hospital. So they meet over a video call. Okay,
Mhm.
if health can be delivered online,
At your doorsteps, yeah.
like not even at your doorstep, at your fingertip, right? Can't you think that college applications can go out? All we need is online scanned documents. And if you want to meet us, just meet us the way I am with Sanjita right now, right? We can have a discussion, we can have a consultation, and after that, just pick up your mobile phone, download Cam Scanner, any scanner app. If you have a scanner, scan it using that, send us your documents, and you're all good to go. So everything can happen online these days, trust me. Everything except for marriages, obviously. Right.
So my next question is, what are your charges for this process, for the
Okay.
entire procedure?
So our services are priceless. Okay, when it's priceless, so we don't charge anything for our consultancy. Our consultancy, the visa processing, each and everything is taken care of absolutely for free. We directly represent the colleges and the universities, so they take care of us and we take care of you. So that's how it is. and from your college selection to the application to your SOPs to your visa filing to your airport pickup. If obviously we have someone in that city where you're going, we will be taking care of everything from scratch to make sure that your education abroad plan goes as smooth as possible, because we understand how difficult it is financially, emotionally, and everything.
So basically, this is the process that you follow, is it? Like from everything from applications and selection and shortlisting of colleges, you take care of everything. So all I have to do as a student is come to you and tell my educational qualification, my background, my percentage, and the country I want to go to. And along with that, all I have to do is tell you some of my preferred colleges, my budget, and then you'll take care of everything else.
Absolutely. How
So
cool.
is it that easy?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, okay, that makes me a lot happier now and a lot relieved as well.
Right.
So, how can I get in touch with you?
So as you can see, there's a number down below. Okay. You can
Mm-hmm.
WhatsApp on that, and when you WhatsApp, straight away WhatsApp your educational summary. Okay, that this is my 10th percentage, plus 2 percentage, graduation percentage, your preferred colleges, all the things, and we will call you back and we can book a consultation. And in fact, there's a link down below on which you can book a teleconsultation just like this at the time of your choice. Okay, choose this date, this time, and we will see you, we will meet you there. Okay, so there's a link in the description. I will also post it in the comment box.